why do I enjoy these nudes as much as I do? Because the fact that I studied anatomy and the fact that I can draw, for me, drawing is like combing my hair. It's like holding a knife and fork. It's like very, very basic. I don't struggle. I don't struggle with the proportion, and I don't struggle with the anatomy. Yeah. Okay? Because it's inside. I know it so well. I studied for 2 years, you know, the anatomy part, and plus all my background and everything. So it's like I don't have to think about that additional problem. You know, the whole, the struggle that most people have to even get it down.
The laws of right.
Correct.
Drawing.
Correct. Okay, so I don't have that. When I do a portrait, I always talk to the model. I find that it's a moving target, which is more difficult, of course, but you get so much more life and so much more interaction. If it's a model that one is paying for, they sit, and then it's a different thing. But if I have a friend or somebody that I want to paint, it's a whole different thing. We have a connection, and that's half the fun, because you can talk. It's an occasion. It's an occasion.
Talking about this show, could you say something about your still life painting? Like in this case, you decided to do it with the flowers.
The flowers are actually my meditation, because the whole thing of beauty and enjoying what you see and translating it via your work is a whole different painting activity. Because if I am working on an oil, it also comes from a different place. But this is observation through me, total enjoyment, total ease in a way of painting, and I don't have to think, because it's just heaven to do it, to be able to do it and to enjoy doing it, and it's a gift. And why not use it? I was born in South Africa, and of course the background is Latvia. Grandparents. I came on Aliyah after being at art school in South Africa, as I say, very good art school and a wonderful teacher, and then I studied in England for a year, and at Central School of Art. And then I came on Aliyah in 1969 to the university, did a degree in fine arts, in history of art, and English literature, which was fantastic, and it was a wonderful time in 1969, 70, 71, 72. Met Dick, we married, 4 kids. I didn't paint for 20 years.
Whoa.
I'm busy with my life. And then I began again, 1983 basically, and been reborn. Born again as a painter. I mean, I always was an artist. I considered myself born with a brush in my hand, but, you know. So we bought the house actually before we got married in 1972. And it didn't look like this, although this is a classic Arab-style house, and we did make some basic alterations from the beginning, but we kept the beautiful floors, and we kept the old doors, and we kept the windows, and to this day. And that's actually quite unusual because people, of course, change. So the house is with everything that shows our life, which is busy, a lot of traveling, the things from everywhere, a lot of color, and I think very interesting artwork everywhere. But the house itself, I think, is part of the ongoing, you can call it an installation, because, I mean, you know, we're still collecting. The drawings are from when I was a student, and I was very fortunate to have a fabulous teacher at the art school in Durban, and years of life drawing and years of anatomy, and those are done when I was 18, 19.
The masks.
I love doing ceramics. I love doing, playing with that mud and creating. And I worked with ceramics for many, many years, and I really enjoyed doing the masks. These are just a few. I have a whole lot of them. It's interesting, you can go very abstract, which I did, with a suggestion of a face, because everybody wants to see a face. This is a whole different thing, because it is oil paintings. And as I said, the oils are strong because of the medium. It's a whole different battle, and you can't compare it to the watercolors, which are always from observation, and this is all internal.
היית מורה של מורין?
לא, מה פתאום?
מה הקשר
היא
ביניכם?
יכולה להיות מורה שלי.
מה הקשר ביניכם?
אנחנו חברות, אנחנו הכרנו ממש מזמן, לפני איזה 30 שנה. מורין היא אחת האומניות היחידות, הבודדות שאני מכירה, שיכולה לעשות הכל. הכל. היא מבחינת טכניקות, כמעט אין דבר שהיא לא נגעה בו. הקטע הספונטני הזה, שהוא בא מאיזה מקום מלמעלה, לא יודעת, מבפנים, מגלגולים, אני לא יודעת מאיפה, כי לא לומדים דבר כזה. זה משהו של אישיות. מורין היא כמו חומר יסוד, אטום. אי אפשר לחצות אותו, אי אפשר להשוות אותו לשום דבר אחר. אפשר רק לקבל השראה ממנו.
What does this part of your life inspired the other side of your being?
It's not, let's say it's a different inspiration when you say creative.
But what about all the installations?
Oh, about everything here? Oh, this car I saw, it was part of a business that was going out of business. And I said to the guy, he hadn't thought about what he's going to do with these things. I said, I'm interested in this, I'll take this. Anyway, so we brought it here, and he lifted it on its side and came through the fence like that, and here we are.
So you are a lawyer, but you live with an artist.
Yes, well, it's my good luck.
What do you have to say about the dialogue?
Well, I'd say that when I say it's my good luck, I really mean it. I mean, there's things in the house and that she's done that are just simply museum pieces. And she's gifted. That's what can I say? She's gifted. And I enjoy very much. I didn't know that she was an artist when we met. I didn't even know it until she sent her things from home. And you saw the painting, the life drawings on the wall. She did at age 19 or 20. And I remember being just astounded when she, you know, took them out of the crate, and there they were. I was just, you know. This, my son, who spent a lot of time in India, my youngest son, he bought it there, he took it apart, and he mailed the parts back to, actually mailed them back to Israel.
The studio actually is where I do most of my work, especially all the oils, especially. So it's a very private space and it's all mine. No potatoes, no kitchen, no children, no husband. It's my space. Because I'm so interested in portraiture, I wanted to explore what makes a face classic. Is it the pose, the nose, the gesture, whatever it is. And I did this series, and it was a very popular series. And some people thought of them as angels, muses, heroic portraits. I like them because they are, you're not quite sure if they're male or female. You're not quite sure what they really are. There's something mysterious about it. And the most amazing thing is that it's on a surface that is Jerusalem stone and ground, and it gives me a format that is very inventive. It talks. So the whole series was a surprise to me, because it often happens that I begin with a very vague idea and then it takes off and it does other things. And I imagined in the beginning that all the colors would be these Renaissance colors, because it's like a fresco. And it turned out to be, at the end, that most of the colors became these very acidic greens, which was like, really? Me? You know? But that's actually what happened. We're in the Jerusalem Theatre, and the Jerusalem Center for the Performing Arts, which is the center of culture in Jerusalem. And the exhibition is a group exhibition of Israeli summer. So this painting, which is a watercolor painting, was done specifically for the exhibition. And it shows another side of me, which is the side of the ridiculous and the fun and, you know, a whole different aspect. And they chose the painting to be on the invitation, because Noga, who's the curator here, the head curator, said that it typifies exactly the feeling that she wanted about the whole exhibition. So that was fun. I am extremely, extremely grateful that I don't need to sell. Okay, it's a gift, because otherwise you pander to people's taste and you lower your values. But basically, you know, I think it's a matter of how much you do, actually, in a way, because if it's like you've only done 15 masterpieces in your life, or something like that, 15 paintings, I mean, they're very precious. But I'd rather that people enjoy them, because when you paint, it's enjoyment. When you sell, it's great pleasure. And then the people that you sell to, who hang on their wall, get great pleasure. So, I mean, it's a triple.